Hello again, guys. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you've had a good week at work and whatever else you may have been doing. So this obviously is round 3 with our League 4 drivers from the Ultimate Racing League's Btcc Replica Championship. Obviously last week we were a Red Bull short. That was some cracking racing we had there. So this obviously is the grid after qualifying. So let's get straight into it, get the formalities out of the way. We've got Callum lining up on pole. Kenny D is there in 2nd place. We've got Derek View is there in 3rd place. Aussie Rooster is 4th. We got Big Mac in 5th. Danny Bailey 6th place. Banksy is in 7th. Kebabmans is 8th. Declan is in 9th. Hoppers is 10th. Taz Tactic in 11th place. We got Max in 12th. Angry Man 13th. And Nath bringing up the rear in 14th. So without further ado, let's get into it. So wait for the lights to go out. The klaxon will sound. There it is. Looked like somebody in the background there getting a bit of a... I think it was Derek View getting a false start there. Dead on the line. Not too sure. So Callum covering off the inside early doors. He's going to be followed down by Kenny D and Aussie Rooster. We've got Dan Bailey. Dan Bailey's already made up a place. He's up to 4th place already. I think that's 2 places he's made up. We've got Kebabman's moving up the order there as well. So Callum takes him around the first couple of turns. Obviously we are here at Catalunya this week. Circuit de Barcelona. So Kenny D, he's going to be trying to stick with Callum at the moment. We've seen how fast Callum is. Well, we know how fast Callum is anyway from previous championships. Someone's off in the background. Someone's off in the background. Is that more than 2 cars? It may go to safety car there side by side. As they come through this next sector, Kenny D managing to edge ahead at the moment. Callum is going to have to sit behind him for the meantime. We've got Aussie Rooster trying to creep up there as well. Looks like a bit of a concertina. Has it gone to safety car? No, I don't think it has. I think we saw Kebabman's there going for a move in the background. So Callum's 2nd place. Aussie Rooster is there in 3rd. Dan Bailey still in 4th place. Declan holding off Derek View now. Or is he just about to overtake Derek View? Derek View's going to hold that 5th place. In the meantime, Declan's going to have to sit behind him. He's in the duo group, Hurricane. Then we've got Nath not too far behind. We had Kebabman's. Kebabman's is off as well. No! So we've got all sorts of shenanigans going on. I think that is definitely going to go to a safety car, isn't it? Obviously being the first lap. And it does look like the leaders have slowed, have they? Come on, guys. There's more than 2 cars off. There we go, yeah. So, are they slowing? In fact, it doesn't look like it has gone to safety car. So I'm not too sure what happened here in this first race. Maybe the front guys not getting the memo, but obviously more than 2 cars off within the first 2 laps should throw out the safety car, so everybody should be slowing down and waiting for the other guys to catch up. As you can see on the top right there, the field is now very spread out. Kenny D obviously in the lead. Callum is there in 2nd place, but he's got half a second penalty. He's going to lose that position to Aussie Rooster when he serves that, surely. We will stay on board with Aussie Rooster, see if he manages to get past Callum as he serves that penalty. We've got Danny Bailey there in the background as well. Danny Bailey still in 4th place, but he's started to drop out of the slipstream range of Aussie. Of Aussie. Man can't English. So we've got Aussie Rooster. He's there in the Mobile 1 Honda liveried McLaren 650S. And yeah, it still hasn't gone to safety car. Callum will be serving that penalty soon. Has he managed to make enough of a gap so that he doesn't lose that position? I'm not too sure. I think Aussie will get through. I think Callum may be able to come right back at him though. There we go, we can see the penalty line there. So Callum will slow down there. He's actually not come off the racing line. So choosing to stay on the inside line, which has given him the advantage coming into this turn here. He's managed to keep that position. So Aussie Rooster having to settle for 3rd for the meantime. Dan Bailey is there in 4th. We've got Derek View 5th place. Declan still 6th. Taz Tactic has managed to make his way up to 7th place. He's going to start trying to chase down Declan just up ahead. We've got Nath. Nath has managed to make his way from the back of the pack. He's up to 8th currently. Angry Man is there in 9th, now being challenged by Hoppers. Hoppers is going to get the move done. Go on, Hoppers. Oh, he's looking like Hoppers was going to get it past, and he has. He's managed to get that move done. That was a great move there from Hoppers. Looking like Banksy also may be able to get through, but no. Not quite getting through. Angry Man just doing enough to defend that position against Banksy. Banksy's going to have to wait until turn 1. In fact, no, he's managed to get past, coming down the start-finish. Angry Man has got his teammate Max behind him now in 12th place, and I do believe it was Big Mac, wasn't it, in Kebab Man's? I'm not sure who the initial off was, but Big Mac and Kebab Man's again on the back foot. That's unfortunate for them. It should have gone to safety car. I will say that, I'm pretty sure. But hey-ho, sometimes people not reacting quick enough, and in my honest opinion, the safety car should be rolled out at any point during the race if more than one car is off, not up to lap 2, because, you know, something could happen in lap 3, as it did to me last week, and it ruined my race. Kenny D still in first place. He's still managing to stay ahead of Callum at the moment. He's got a nice gap as well. Callum doing all he can to try and get onto the back of him. We've seen how fast, I keep saying it, how fast Callum is. He is one of our resident aliens. He obviously took a bit of time out. He's now back here, so having to come back up through the ranks, currently in League 4. He'll be back up to 1 before long. But I think the battle at the top of the table at the moment is between Callum and Kenny. I will have a quick look and just confirm that. So just trying to confirm the tables quickly. Maybe I've gone a little bit quiet for the meantime. So we have got... And there it is. I can see the table. So yeah, we do in fact have Callum in first place at the moment with 178 points. Kenny D is in second place with 154, and Aussie Rooster is in third place with 125. Dan Bailey fourth place with 113, and Banksy rounding out the top 5 with 93. And that was probably after this round, as that is the most recent table that I've just read the points out from. So Kenny D now with a nice gap. He's got a few car lengths now between him and Callum. He's putting that Ferrari through its paces. Callum is doing all he can to hold on in that Honda NSX. Aussie Rooster still holding on to that third position at the moment. He's in the first in the McLaren 650Ss. Callum actually with the fastest lap at the moment for 1:47.951. Dan Bailey looking like he's a little bit off the pace, but he is running the mediums in the first race, as he seems to have done all season so far. So getting the mediums out of the way early. He's going to be taking the softs in the next 2 races. Derek View is now on the back of him though. He's going to be picking up that slipstream, going to be getting a free tow around the track. Is he going to have the momentum to be able to get a move done into turn 1? It looks like he's trying to size it up already. He's moving over to have a look, filling that side mirror of Dan Bailey Sylvia with that Jaguar. And he's closed right up now, hasn't he? So Dan Bailey going to be having to go defensive, isn't he? We'll go on board quickly with Derek View, as it looks like he may get that move done. No, not quite. So Dan Bailey covering off the inside. I think this is 130R, isn't it? But no, that was not. So as I say, Dan Bailey still holding on to that 4th place for the meantime, but Derek View getting ever closer. He's definitely going to be putting the pressure on. Oh, there's the first mistake from Dan Bailey, running a little bit deep over that curve there. That's going to cost him the momentum. He has picked up a half a second penalty as well, so Derek View doesn't really have to work too much now. Will he carry it for the next lap? Yes, he does. So obviously too close to the penalty line that time round to serve that penalty. And he's gone deep again. He's allowed Derek View through. Derek View just edging ahead. Dan Bailey's going to drop down behind him. Hopefully he's going to stay within that slipstream range, but once he serves that penalty, that is going to null his momentum somewhat. We've got a nice tailwind here today as well, 3.4 miles a second is that? Or meters a second. So they're going to be getting a nice push along the start finish. Dergview now trying to get away. He has started to put a bit of a gap already against Dan Bailey, so driving well at the moment. And Taz Tactic, that's Dergview's teammate, some way down the field now. He's quite a few car lengths back, isn't he? Up to 6th place currently. He had a bit of a shaky start to the season, but he's doing alright so far in this round. Maybe he can bring home some... Oh no, as I say that, he's had a bit of a moment. He's managed to save it though. That was a great save there from Taz Tactic. Doesn't want to do that too many times though, does he? He's going to be eating into them tyres, and they have got to make it to the end of this race. We're at 10 minutes in now. 3 15-minute races. I believe race 3 has got higher tyre wear and higher fuel consumption, but Declan on the mediums, now starting to creep into that slipstream range of Taz Tactic up ahead. What can he do in that duo group, Huracan? Can he manage to get past him? He's actually sporting the Volvo Trucks decal there as well. Beautiful looking car, that one. And Hopper's up to 8th place. Hopper's having a cracking round this one. Or cracking first race, at least. He may be at risk of losing that 8th place to Banksy as he serves that penalty. He's actually staying on the inside there as well, so a lot of people normally choosing to move over to the outside of the track off the racing line, but I think maybe Banksy wasn't close enough for Hoppers to have to move over, so holding that inside line. Doing a great job at the moment, Hoppers. Well done, mate. Banksy's starting to creep into that slipstream range again, though. What can he do? Can he get past him and get onto the back of his teammate Declan up ahead? Oh no, Hoppers has gone off. He's gone deep around the final turn onto that gravel. That's allowed Banksy through easily. Hoppers will rejoin in 9th place. Not any risk at the moment. Oh, actually, no, it does look like Max looking like he may have the pace to get past him. He's going to go for a move into turn 1. Max, is he going to get it done? Go on, Max. And he has. He's managed to get ahead before turn 1. That was a great move there from Max. He had the superior momentum coming down the start finish after Hoppers having to... Well, he had a trip to the kitty litter, didn't he? Come on, Hoppers, stay with him. So Max having a better first race here in round 3. Some decent points on offer. So Hopper's going to stick with him. He's going to stay in that slipstream. Maybe try and get a move done on Max. Both on the soft compound. And then Max's teammate, Angry Man, a little way back, but may be able to close that gap, make up another position. Then we've got Big Mac 12th. So he started to make his way back through the pack. Kebab Man's 13th. And Nath. What happened to Nath? Nath all the way down in 14th now. Yeah, Nath's definitely got his work cut out now, hasn't he? He's miles off the back of the pack. Damn, so Callum actually managing to take the race lead. We missed that one. I'm not sure where it came. It must have came a lap or so ago whilst we were looking at the rest of the field, but Kenny's still there in 2nd place, trying to stick with Callum at the moment. Maybe he's suffering with that tyre wear. 13 minutes in now. Looking like maybe Callum's looked after his tyres slightly more than the Ferrari of Kenny. And then Aussie Roosters in 3rd place. A little bit of work to do to get onto the top 2. Dergview 4th. And Dan Bailey there in 5th place, unable to stay in that slipstream range. He hasn't got to worry about the guys behind him. Not at the moment. There's a huge gap between him and Taz Tactic. Taz Tactic doing his best to hold off Declan. At the moment, we'll check in with them two in just a second. And as I say, Dan Bailey getting the mediums out of the way early, so maybe a good strategy call there from his mechanics. Taz Tactic, he is on the softs. Currently in 6th place. He's managed to pull a bit of a gap now, actually, against Declan, and that's going to extend even more as Declan serves that penalty. He's got a whole second's worth of penalty. I think Taz maybe going to have to work on tyre management a little bit, though, as he goes... Oh, he goes a little bit deep through that turn, through that hard braking zone. Declan currently 7th. He had that second's worth of penalty to serve, so... That's brought him out of that slipstream range now. Banksy, his teammate, not too far behind now in 8th place, but this is a dying race now. We're in the last minute, the last couple of seconds. So we'll have to go on board with the race leader, as this is the final lap now. So actually Declan finishing in 7th place. Banksy will be 8th. Hoppers is going to finish 9th place. Big Mac will take that 10th place. Angry Man will be 11th. Kebabmans will be 12th. Max 13th. Nay 14th. And then Callum, looking like Kenny was on for it in this first race, but Callum, he's done enough now. He's got that extra point for fastest lap as well, for 1 minute 47.354. Let's have a look at Kenny's fastest lap. So Kenny's fastest lap was a 47.8. So that's 5 tenths off of Callum. Still very close though. And here he comes through the penultimate turn. Sweeping left-hander into the final turn now. And he will take the checkered flag in the first race, so well done Callum, 1st place. Kenny D is going to bring it home in 2nd place. Aussie Rooster doing just enough to hold on to that 3rd. Derek View. Come on, Derek. Derek takes 4th. Danny Bailey going to bring it home in 5th place. Taz Tactic, he's going to round out the top 6. And there you go, so he takes 6th place. We've got Declan 7th, Banksy 8th, Hoppers 9th, Big Mac 10th, Angry Man 11th. And again, the end of race timer, still not extended. So we got up to Angry Man, didn't we? Angry Man 10th, Kebabman's 11th, Max was 12th, and Nath in 13th. Well, that was race 1, guys. I will see you for the next one. I've been your boy Vex. Good night.